to Randomness Central. I'm Scone here with you guys today with my September 2016 wrap-up. As of right now, it is the 1st of October and it is on a Saturday, and I've had quite a busy month because school started for me and I am now a freshman in high school, and that is not that fun so far. I've had some fun moments, but still, I haven't really had time to film as of yet, so I'm going to try and upload on Fridays. I'm not going to be filming and uploading on the same day for a while because of school and life and boo that, and yeah, let's just get started with the wrap-up. So the first book that I read this month is one I do not have with me. I made the stupid decision to return to the library. Well, actually it wasn't stupid, it was getting close to overdue, so I had to return it. But yeah, that first book I read this month, which if I ever learn how to put images in the video, and that is All-American Girl by May Cabot. And this book was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. Literally, because I read this at the beginning of the month, and I was really stressed about school starting, and as this was more of a chick lit novel, but it was more like a young adult chick lit novel, I should say, but yeah, it was more of a chick lit contemporary novel, which was perfect for reducing stress, and it was so good. Basically, what All American Girl is about is it's about a teenage girl named Sam who is more of a punk rebel type. She listens to ska, she wears all black because she's lost faith in her generation, and is basically more of the artistic rebel type, and she's in love with her big sister's boyfriend. And her big sister is a typical cheerleader, popular type girl, and her younger sister is more of a girl who does not possess social skills, but she is a certified genius, so she has those two people to live with. And like I said earlier, she's in love with her big sister's boyfriend, who is, like her, more of an artistic rebel. And one day, when she's ditching art class, she saves the president's life from an assassin, and now her family has to cope with her fame and the fact that she may be in love with the president's son, or the president's son is in love with her. But either way, there's a new love interest, and it's just like so good. I loved the character of Sam. She is so funny. And the second book that I read this month is Save Me a Seat by Sarah Weeks and Jita Varadarayan. Still don't know how to pronounce her last name. I apologize if I mispronounced it, which I probably did. But yeah, this book is about two boys in the 5th grade. One has been in America all his life. His name is Joe, and he has APD, which is audio processing disorder. So his hearing sensitivity has gone through the roof, and loud noises bother him and give him anxiety. And we have a second boy. His name is Ravi. Sorry. Yeah, his name is Ravi. He and his family are fresh off the boat. They just moved to America from India, and he is having trouble fitting in, and these two boys don't think they have anything in common, but they do. And it's the class bully, Dylan something. I forgot his last name, but his name is Dylan, and he is just such a d-bag. Third and final book that I read in September was Took by Mary Downing Hahn. Now she has always been one of my favorite authors, probably my go-to author whenever I want a ghost story, but she completely knocked off my socks with this one. I gave this book 4.5 out of 5 stars. This book is about a brother and a sister, and their parents obviously, who move into this West Virginian rural town. I think it's called Woodsville, I don't entirely remember, but yeah, the brother's name is Dan, and I always have to look because I keep forgetting characters' names, but yeah. Daniel and his family moved to this town, and local legend states that an old conjure woman, for those of you who don't know what a conjure woman is that she's a witch, but yeah, there's this old conjure woman called Old Auntie who takes a girl every 50 years, brings her back to the real world, and then takes another one. And she takes those girls every 50 years to be her slaves. And now apparently Old Auntie is targeting Daniel's little sister Erica as she becomes more withdrawn and talks more with her doll. And when Daniel finds out that his sister's been took by the witch, he has to do everything in his power to get her back. And that is it for the wrap-up for September 2016. I read 3 books, which is quite surprising considering I started school, but I made a goal that throughout the school year I was gonna read 1 book a week, and that goal I'm so far pretty much on track with that goal. I still need to finish a book today, that book I'm currently reading, which I will talk more about and reveal in the October wrap-up coming up obviously next month. But yeah, I will see you guys later in the video, because this video is not complete yet. Obviously, I still need to film a TBR, but I'm going to be filming that on a different day. So, bye! Hey, so sorry I'm not filming in the bathtub, but someone's already using the bathroom, so I have to film in my mom's office. And I'm also currently a little bit sick. I am getting better, but I still have a little bit of a cough, which was one of the main reasons why I haven't filmed the October TBR part of this video until today, which is October 7th, and it is 5 minutes till 8 p.m. right now, so I am trying to talk a bit more quietly, but considering how I don't know, I could probably talk quietly. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, let's get started with my TBR. So the first book on my TBR is one that I'm almost finished with, and that is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. And this is really good so far. It is about a 13-year-old boy named Connor. Oh my goodness, the glare. But yeah, it is about a 13-year-old boy named Connor whose mother is currently suffering from cancer. And as he hopes and not really prays, but as he hopes that his mother will get better and tries to become brave for her, a monster appears, which is the form of the yew tree in his backyard. The yew tree is a monster, and the monster comes and calls for Connor. I don't really know how to explain it without giving away too much detail, but yeah, it's kind of a modern fairy tale, and it is really, really good, like literally. I went into this thinking, I wonder what all the buzz is about, and I don't know if I'm actually gonna like it or not, and I'm blown away. The second book on my October TBR is Etiquette and Espionage by Gail Carriger. I've heard some good things about this book, but I've heard like mixed reviews, majority of them like really mediocre, but I was still really interested in this. So basically, this is about a finishing school in Victorian England. It's kind of a steampunk-ish book, but yeah, it's about a finishing school that not only teaches usual finishing school stuff, but it also teaches its pupils how to basically be spies. And I've been wanting to read the series for a long time, and now I finally got the opportunity to start it, and we'll see what I think of it. The third book on my TBR is one that I literally just picked up on a whim, and that is Monster, a graphic novel, adapted by Guy A. Sims, and it's basically the graphic novel version of Walter Dean Myers' novel Monster. But yeah, I've been wanting to read the actual book, like the actual non-graphic novel version of this, but I got my hands on this one first, so yeah, I'm just going into I'm just going into these books blindly, as I do with a lot of books. And sorry, I just adjusted my computer accidentally. But yeah, I literally don't know what to think of this one. The fourth and final book on my October TBR, besides my TBR jar pick, which I haven't done yet, is Haunting Tales by Nathaniel Hawthorne. I picked this up at my local bookstore, King's Books, and it looked really cool because I've been wanting to read some of Hawthorne's work, and I also thought that that Haunting Tales was very appropriate for October, and I should be able to get through this in like a day or two, even though the print is quite tiny. See, the print's quite tiny, and knowing Hawthorne, it's going to be a bit wordy, but this is 86 pages, so this should be a fairly quick classic read. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one especially. Not only because of its length, but because never heard of this ever. Now, what you've all been waiting for. The TBR jar pick. And, oh, ooh. Read a book that Goodreads has recommended to you. This is gonna be fun. And when I go to the library tomorrow, I will pick out a book for this. And I don't entirely know if I'm gonna get to this pick in October, but one can hope. One can hope and believe and all that. And that is it for my October TBR. And that's it for the video. And these books are extremely heavy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and tell me in the comments below what you read in September and what you're planning to read this month, as I'm always very interested in that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! The second book that I read this month is Save Me a Seat by Sarah Weeks and Jita Varadarayan. Still don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it and offended every Indian American viewer out there. Probably shouldn't say that. The second book that already revealed the book. The third and final book that I read this month was Took by Mary Downing Hahn. Yeah. The fourth book and bleh.